Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this video. Alright, so we are going to do this video regarding intermittent starting issues. If you guys have this problem, a lot of times it's very difficult to figure out what the cause of it is, because there's so many things that you could look for. But I'm gonna let you guys know what actually works as far as trying to fix this problem. And basically, this issue with it's essentially a no crank, no start. But if you guys maybe like try to start the second time around, it'll start up. So a lot of times this issue is intermittent, meaning that it does start up, but you could probably have weeks or even a month in between these issues happening. Now, when a lot of people have this issue, they essentially think it's like the battery that's the issue, and they'll look at the electrical source off the vehicle, which is the battery in itself. The battery is the main component that gives power to the starter to get it to work. So basically, if you guys have this problem, you guys definitely want to make sure that the battery is good and the battery is not the culprit. Obviously, weather also plays a factor in this issue, because if it's really cold outside, your battery is going to be a lot more weaker than it normally is. Also, what you guys want to do is you guys definitely want to clean the terminals and make sure that your terminals, particularly the terminal rings that connects to the cable, is clean. B is tight. Not just where it connects to the battery terminal, but where the cable actually meets the terminal ring. A lot of people have had issues with the cable itself being connected to the terminal ring. A lot of times, if you guys have older vehicles, that portion could be the wiring could be frayed. B, it could be loose. C, there could be corrosion in there. So you definitely, if you guys have this issue and those terminal rings look kind of corroded or worn, guys definitely should consider getting new ones, unscrewing them, and then popping new ones in. You guys could get those at Walmart for like $6-7, and if it helps out your situation, it's definitely one of those things that you could definitely look at. But a lot of times when this happens, you get a couple of things going on. Sometimes you get some clicking, flickering sound. A lot of times, if you get that issue, it's a solenoid going off, but there's just not enough power going to the starter to actually get the starter started. And that sound in itself is very common when either the battery is weak or there's not enough power generating from the cable to the starter to get the starter working. And a lot of people, when they think about this situation, particularly with this vehicle, they'll go to they'll check out the starter, and they think maybe the starter solenoid might have issues, and that's very possible. But it's one of those occurrences where it doesn't really happen often. It happens every once in a while. It might be weeks or even a month before you get it happening again. And most of the time, what people have said is that if you wiggle the battery terminal, it starts right up after not starting, or the second or third turn of the key, it starts right. Second or third turn to start up, it starts right up. Now, basically, with this situation, you definitely want to make sure that the battery is good. Now, I know a lot of people say I repeat this a lot, but I believe that 90% of these starting situations is a result of battery issues, battery terminal issues. The ground wire is also something that you would want to look for, because that wire is as important as the positive line. A lot of people have said that a portion of the ground wire that gets connected to the terminal ring, a lot of times, as I explained earlier, over time it erodes the terminal rings. If you have a screw-on terminal ring, what happens is that that portion of it is either worn out or it's not tightened up, and obviously in this situation there's just not enough electricity, not enough contact from the battery to the terminal ring, to the cable, to the frame. Now, if you guys suspect, and this whole entire video is about troubleshooting, if you guys suspect that it could be the starter or the starter solenoid, if you guys have the situation, you guys definitely could test out the starter. It's possible to test out the starter in many different ways, but the main issue with this is intermittent. It's an intermittent problem. It doesn't occur all the time, and you probably can't get it to occur on a regular basis to figure out where it is and to solve it. And these situations become a major headache for a lot of people, because then you'd have to figure out what the gremlins are in the electrical system to figure out how to fix it. A lot of people actually just drive it or use their vehicle just the way it is, and if it happens again, they're crossing their fingers that they'll be able to start up the next time around. Now, I will tell you guys this, okay? A lot of people have fixed their issues. If it wasn't the battery, if it wasn't the cables, if it wasn't the starter, if it wasn't the solenoid, the ignition switch. A lot of people have fixed this issue by swapping out the ignition switch. All right, that's a way to go. Definitely a way to go if you guys have had this problem. It's not the most the ignition switch is cheap. Now, I'm not talking about dealership prices. I'm talking about if you want to resolve this problem. Part of the troubleshooting step is trying to figure out what the problem is. If you guys are at the very at your wits end on trying to figure out this situation, you guys definitely should look at the ignition switch as the culprit to these kinds of situation, where it might start, it might not start, and it might take you a couple of times to try to start it, to get it to start. And it doesn't happen very often, but it happens enough where you obviously know that there's a problem and you definitely want to fix it. Now, if you guys have this problem and you guys try to start it and it won't start up, what you guys want to do is you guys want to probably try to wiggle the key, or maybe try to push the key in and try to turn it in these situations. But outside the battery and the cables, definitely check the ignition switch, you guys, especially if you guys have issues with your accessories. A lot of times you might not have that as a symptom, but if you guys have issues with power to accessories, to your LCD screen, or to the blower motor, to your radio, to maybe lights on your dash, definitely the ignition switch could be the cause of that issue. Anyway, Hope this has helped you guys out with your issues. If you guys have any of your own personal experiences with this, definitely leave a comment in the comments section and let us know what the issue is, how you fixed it. It might help somebody else out. Please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate your time. All right, guys, hope that this has helped you guys in some way. Take care, guys.